Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Not sure how long I'll be able to be on here because had someone miss a coaching call, but the call could come in the next 4 minutes and I got to go. Now, don't forget right now, we are doing a investment opportunity into the YouTube channel through Gigastar Market. So you'll see the link. So if you want to own a piece of the channel and eat from the future revenue of the channel, click the link in the description. Join us. Would love to have you. Now, as you know, if you're new here and you don't know, well, you welcome to invest in the channel too. It is SEC registered, so everything above board. But what we do is use these celebrity situations to learn about everyday relationships. So although it varies a little bit because of their celebrity, their money, their position, it's still we have microcosms of those situations that happen in everyday life. And what you have here, and I did a little impromptu on the drive home last night. I'll probably put that in the Blessed Tribe unfiltered for y'all. Y'all probably already seen it if I put it in there already. But what you have in this situation right here is a mismatch on the looks compatibility. And this is what I try to tell y'all ladies sometimes. And it goes both ways. And it's a little confusing because, and that's why I try to tell you, you have to understand the ebbs and flows. And nothing is absolute. So sometimes you'll hear me say to the women, you'll hear me say, hey, don't just judge a man by his looks, judge him by his character as well. And so in a situation like this, when I say they're not really looks compatible, Tyreek Hill and his ex-wife, he was married to, I think it said 17 months, and I say they're not really looks compatible, then the women would say, well, Tony, you told us that we shouldn't just judge him by his looks. Right. But what you're forgetting is I said judge him by his character as well. So the thing about it, when a man does not have character, and then he also is not looks compatible with you, now you shooting yourself in the foot. Now you messing yourself up because he already is disgruntled. He disgruntled and he upset that you look better than he do and that you would not normally want him. But now, for whatever reason, you giving him a chance. And so you taking and you giving him a chance and he disgruntled about that. And so I want y'all to remember, if the man has not elevated, if he has not gotten to where he needs to be spiritually, emotionally, mentally, he is going to resent you for wanting him now that he has money. Now, on the flip side, you might want him and give him a chance because you've been educated and you've been put to a place to where you're looking beyond looks. And the only thing that's going to save you in that case is if he has character. If he does not have character, you going to get messed over. And so he's going to be wondering, like, what does she see in me? What does she want from me? Like, why does she want to be with me? That's what he's going to wonder. And you have to realize and understand now that you got an opportunity to invest in the channel. And then come on back over when you're done. And so what you got to realize is it's not a one size fits all. It's not something to where you can take and just paint with a broad stroke. You got to realize that each situation is very specific. So what I seen like with the Tyreek Hill situation, they over there, they arguing. They got a nanny cam up. He said, well, I just get my daughter and leave. So he go to get his daughter. Now, the reason why he went to take a human life, like to pick up a human, his little human, and take that baby, because he knew that would be like snatching a woman's heart out her chest. Like, you don't take a woman child. Not when she got the breast milk. Not when she had to go through the postpartum. Not when she had to carry the baby for 9 months. You don't take a woman child from her. And all you did was skeet off. And then you done skeeted off, and then you done skeeted off in X amount of women. Let's go on here and see what Google, how many children moms does Tyreek Hill have? See if the Google. Tyreek Hill reportedly has 7 children with multiple women, though the exact number of mothers has not been officially confirmed. The reports indicate he has fathered children with at least 3 to 4 different women, including his ex-fiancee, Crystal Espinal, his now estranged wife, Keita Vaccaro. And so that's the thing. If a man has multiple mothers of his children, and he has multiple children, like this picture right here, he with 5 kids in this old picture, you already know something off with him. Like, he going, when all the kids is like the same age, like the 3 kids sitting in front, they look like he had them all at the same time. Like, multiple women was popping babies out right after each other. So he reckless. That's recklessness. So, and the thing about it is, yeah, we talking about Tyreek Hill, but this is everyday life too. Because I got guys I know that have 3, 4, 5 baby mamas. So it don't always be the same for every guy. Some guys, they just like hopeless romantics, just like the women. Like, it's women who have 3, 4 baby daddies, and they actually not a HO. They just hopeless romantics. And I see that all the time. And so it's not, again, it's not a one size fits all. You got to look at the situation. So if you got a man who he done been hitting his head his whole life, like Tyreek Hill, and he got multiple baby mamas and multiple children, now that's different. The man has brain trauma. That's clear. You're not playing a sport like football and not have brain trauma. So his personality is already off. He's already a warped personality. Thinking is already different. So as a woman, you got to ask yourself, why would I come be, when this man got 7 children under the age of 10, 5 children under the age of 10, under the age of 12, why would I come be another baby mama? What do you want out of the situation? Like, what sense does that make? When it's a million men in the world who have no kids, why would you go be the 5th, 6th baby mama? So that means that you're a gold digger, because the man knows that it makes absolutely no sense for you to want him. So now he looks at you as somebody who all you want is financial stability, because it's clear to tell he's not an amazing person. It's clear to tell he's not the most calculated, responsible, integral individual. So he knows himself. He knows that he lives his life as if he is crap on a stick. So when you go get with a man who is living like crap on a stick, he knows that. He's not crazy. He know he a dog. I got a homeboy, played in the NFL. He be like, hey, Tony, you be talking about grown boys. Hey, that's what I'm in. Hey, that's what I'm in. I'm a grown boy, Tony. Hey, I'm a grown boy. Hey, I don't give a F. Hey, man, I'm a grown boy. It is what it is. That's what he be saying to me. I be like, well, hey, at least you know, like, at least you real about it. And I'll be like, man, I be feeling bad, man, because of guys like you know what I'm saying? I be feeling bad. Like, I don't be wanting to step on your toes or, like, you know what I mean, hurt your feelings. Man, F that, man. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. It is what it is. It just, I don't care. That's all it is. He be like, hey, Tony, ain't no end finna make me change my life now. I don't care what you say. Like, hey, it is what it is. And that's how he be. And I respect him. I respect him because of that, because he know who he is. He know that he's not crap in a relationship, and he know that he gonna be him. And guess what? I respect that way more than these men who pretend to be a great guy publicly, but then behind the scenes crap on women and do them dirty, like every other guy. So as a woman, you got to really look at where you picking this man from. Like, where are you operating from? Like, what sense does it make? Like, why get with a man who got countless children and countless baby mamas when there's men who don't have any kids? Like, what are you doing? So the man look at you sideways. He is looking at you like, what do you want? So when you see a situation like with this Tyreek Hill and his ex-wife or estranged wife or whatever that's called, he despises her. That's why he talked to her like crap. That's why he allegedly put hands on her. She said he put hands on her 7 or 8 times or whatever in a 17-month marriage. It's because he despises her. It's because he knows she is only with him for money. And he knows that he's not crap in a relationship, and he knows that she using him for money. And then what she took and did is she proved it, because she got $500,000 up front and went and spent $200,000 on a Bentley Bentayga, the report says. And the judge was like, this is now, you know, you can't do that in front of no judge. Now, you went and spent half of the money on a luxury vehicle. And it's like, oh, well, that's my standard. No, it's not your standard. If you can't afford that out your own money, and you was only with the man for 17 months, so it ain't your standard. Like, it take you 5 years to get adjusted to a new level of income and lifestyle. Like, it ain't your standard. And then it's also not your standard because he finna be done with the NFL in this year probably. He might be done now. He may play 1-2 more years at the max, 3 stretching it. Like, 3, he might be injured the whole season if he plays 3 more seasons. It's like, so that money is coming to an end. And then he got to go be a commentator, which is going to be 10% probably of what he make right now in the NFL. And so, or go do streaming or something with Speed, the guy Speed, and since they friends, it's like, in which he could run a bag up in that streaming now, but it's like the NFL money finna come to an end. And so what you have to realize when you out here with a man, you got to choose that man based on character. Because if you choosing him based on money, he know you choosing him based on money. If you look better than he do, he know you look better than he do. So he wondering, what do you want with him? And so it's a lot of men that out punt their coverage, meaning they date out of their league and they land. They land and they try to and then they try to conquer the woman because now he despises you. So listen, and this is what I want you to understand. If you're a woman listening to this, I do want you to let a man's character be his currency. And what you'll realize, it still will keep you safe. Because like in this Tyreek Hill situation, his character doesn't, as far as relationships are concerned, it's not, his credit score in relationships is terrible. So had she looked at that, then she would have been safe. But she ignored it. So you could get with a man that might not be on your looks level, but if his character is high, you're gonna be safe because he's gonna do you right and treat you right, even though you out of his league in the looks department. And but if you, and this is what most women are doing, is what I found. If you don't want to be with a man because he's not on your looks level, I ain't mad at you. It just, you may be single a lot longer than you want to be. That's what I want you to understand. You may be single a lot longer than you want to be. And so understand that right there. Now, you might get to a place to where, y'all got to forgive me, I gotta sit back on your old. You might get to a place to where you don't have a lot of options. You ain't got no lot of options because ain't that many options out there. Like these men, they few and far between because you waiting on somebody on your looks level, somebody that you attracted to looks wise, and it just ain't working out for you. So you got to realize and understand that. So that's when you got to compromise on the looks. When it's been 5-10 years and you ain't met nobody that look the way you want him to look, that's when you got to compromise on them looks now. But you never compromise on the character. Never compromise on the character. And let's say you don't want to compromise on the money. Let's say you want a man that make what you make or within 20% of what you make. You can't compromise on the character. If you compromise on the money, you can't compromise on the character, because if he make way less than you and his character is way less than yours, he's going to use you and abuse you for your money. If he makes way more than you and his character is way less than yours, he's going to use you and abuse you for your money. So that's what you got to realize and understand. Y'all got to forgive me. Got to send one of my clients wire information. And so right now we building apps, minimum viable products. We building the apps right now. So if you need that right there, need you an app. Everybody else charge $50,000. We only charge $10,000 to get your app launched in the App Store. Sound like a lot, but in tech world, you're gonna find out it is a very little bit. And you're gonna be like, what in the world? But got a lot of help today. So that's what you got to realize. So what we seeing right there, and you see this in everyday life. What we're seeing is an example with this Tyreek Hill situation. We're seeing an example of a man who despises the woman he with. He don't like the woman he with. He feels a way towards her. Because I'm gonna tell you, a man who is as strong as he is, you'll never put your hands on a woman that you love, a woman that you actually like. You'll never put your hands on that woman if you love that woman. He despises her. He could have found out she's a HO. He could have found out she's using him. He could have found out she's a gold digger. He could have saw a message. He could have overheard something. He could have heard something from one of his boys. It could have been a guy that she slept with or dealt with in college, DM him and say, hey, man, be careful with her. Like, it's something that made him resent her. And on top of resenting her, just him not being where he need to be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So it's not blaming her. It's just how he views her. And that's a very real thing. Got a coach in 28 minutes. Very real thing. Y'all got to forgive me if I just showed y'all all kind of draws. Very real out here. And it's just one of those situations to where, you can't play with it. And here's the thing that I want men to understand. You got to be a man. You got to grow up. You got to grow up. You got to be real. If you leaving a woman and that woman is not on drugs, she's not an addict, she's not in a dangerous lifestyle with dangerous people in and out her house, that woman, she mentally stable, emotionally stable, even if she's a gold digger and she use you for money, she's more fit to have the kids full time. As men, we got to come to that realization. We got to be real about that. We got to be honest about that. It's different if you're an exception to the rule and you just like father of the year and you just so amazing. But if that's not the case, because even myself, I know I'm not a better parent than my wife. When it comes to attention to detail, and I'm an amazing man. And I say that humbly. I'm an amazing man. I don't get drunk. I don't get high. I don't watch porn. I don't masturbate. I don't got no vices. Like, I don't live crazy. None of that. A very good man of God, righteous, 1000%. And I'm not a better full-time parent than my wife. Point blank period. Like, and rarely, I've never met a man that's a better full-time parent than his wife. Ever. We just don't have the capacity. We don't have the emotional intelligence. We don't have the emotional regulation. We don't have, and it's fathers who have raised their child, and the child is fine. But that's only if the mom was a drug addict or the mom was like just really tore up, and the child may feel fine, but I guarantee you, if the child mother was stable mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but yet the dad raised them, the child missed a lot of love and affection and attention and detail and structure by being with their dad than being with their mom. And I know a lot of people, I had a lot of clients was raised by their dad, and to the contrary, became, loose and promiscuous. And it's just because as men, we don't have, like, when my wife go out of town for like a girls trip or whatever that I send her on, or she go out, with a friend, man, listen, we ain't doing showers. Like, man, shower in a couple days, man. We ain't doing shower. We ain't no home cooked meal. We ain't cleaning up. We ain't doing no dishes. We ain't picking up after ourselves. Like, I ain't checking on if teeth was brushed, if deodorant was put on, if face skincare routine was done. I ain't checking none of that. Man, go to bed 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, man, we chilling. Like, and I'm a great guy. So that's just the reality of it. Y'all men, stop fighting these women for custody because of your ego. Like, you fighting out of ego. Like, you just be real about it, man. That's the thing. Like, you got to think about your kid. Do you love your kid? Like, you fighting for the child to lead a child with your scallywag. That don't make no sense. Don't do that to your child. Like, your scallywag is not gonna love your child more than their mother. You leaving your child with your new scallywag and your scallywag thumping your kids in the ear. Your scallywag giving your baby a yeast infection on purpose. Your scallywag giving your baby hand, foot, and mouth disease, RSV, on purpose. Because she jealous of your ex. She jealous of the mother of your children, especially if she haven't had children for you. And if she has had children for you, she's still jealous of the mother of your children. And for those of y'all who with a man and he got kids and you not jealous, you ain't, nobody knows you and nobody knows that you're not jealous. So you getting in the comments is your guilty conscience. Because if you're not jealous, then okay, you know you're not jealous. We don't know and we don't care. And now you're in the comments saying you're not jealous of your man's kids. We don't believe you, even if it's the truth. So save your comments, save your breath, and pat yourself on the back for not being jealous. And here's a cookie. So here's a cookie here. Okay, you're not jealous. Okay, congratulations. Okay, we're happy. Congratulations. All right, hush. And so but I'm telling y'all 9 out of 10 times, because I see it too much. And all the time I'm having to tell women, stop worrying about his kids. That's none of your business. Those are his kids. That is their mom. Stop worrying about when he's going to see them, when he's going to see her. What are they talking about? Why he's not doing this for the kids? Why he's not doing, those aren't your kids. So stay out of it, because you're trying to force a situation that could be toxic for them kids. Him and her could be so toxic that them kids, all they see them do is cuss each other out and fuss and fight. If he's not going to see those kids, there is a reason why he's not going to see those kids. Just understand that, and just understand you are with a man who will abandon his children, and you can't change that about him. What you need to be doing is taking note of how he treat his kids and running if he not treating his kids the way he should treat his kids. He is a grown man. He knows that he could put a pair of shoes in the mailbox. He knows that he could put clothes in the mailbox. He knows that even if she toxic, he still could send money. He knows that he still could be a blessing to his kid. If he wanted to, he would. So what you need to be doing is paying attention to how he treat his children, just because him and the mother don't get along. Because I'm going to tell you what I'd be doing. As a man who is responsible for what I brought into this world, I would be sending my kids the things that they need, and I would be sending money, and I would be keeping the receipt. So if they mama is tricking off with the money that I sent, when my kids come to check me when they get 18, I'm fixing to open this shoebox with this $50,000, $80,000 worth of receipts of the money that I sent. And guess what? Now they going to cuss mama out. And if it's a girl, she might swing on her mama and drag her through the mud by that wig for not giving her none of that $80,000 that I sent over the last 18 years. That's what I would be doing as a man. I wouldn't worry about what the mama doing with the money. That's between the mama and God. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a man for my children. And that's what men get wrong. You got to get out your feelings. That's your child. You brought that child into the world. You chose to sleep with that woman that you hate now and that you can't stand now. So what? Suck it up. Be a man. That's your child. Find out that child's shoe size and send pairs of shoes. Find out their clothes size, send clothes. Talk to Chat GPT if you don't know what to buy, but send what is needed. Get on Shipped an Instacart and have the groceries dropped off. Let the mama know I just had groceries dropped off. When she say don't send no groceries over here, send me the money. Send her the money then. Send her the money. She and screenshot the text message and save it on a hard drive. So when your child come to check you, you able to show every text between you and they mama. And now they finna go drag they mama like ain't nothing to it, and vice versa if it's the other way around. If you the mom and you dealing with a toxic man, and that man is gaslighting and manipulating and breadcrumbing. So now when your child is old enough and ready to receive the truth, you can show all them text messages between you and they daddy so they know and understand what happened. But in these type of situations, ladies, you're going to get divorced in 17 months. If you get with a man that you don't really like and you get with him for money, he knows it. He know you don't like him and he know you with him for money. If you get with a man that has low character, that's going to put hands on you, that's going to cheat on you, he knows that you know he is a piece of crap and you got with him for his money or for his job. And don't try to come convince nobody that you got with him for love. We are all grown and we know. We're not dumb. So just admit that you are a gold digger and an opportunist, and you got what you deserve as a grown woman by going to pick a man who got a gazillion baby mamas and a gazillion children just because he got a good IT job that pay $250,000 and you want to be able to afford a 4-bedroom house in the gated neighborhood. And you know by looking at his relationship resume that he is a piece of crap. You got what you deserve. Suck it up. Be a grown woman, just like we tell the men to be a grown man. Suck it up. Get the lesson, and now you know why you can't pick based on a man's income. You got to pick based on his character, and that's the mistake that these women keep making with these men who got money. Y'all keep doing the same thing. Now, commercial break. Go on over there, grab your piece of the channel. You see the lowest level on there. By the SEC, we ain't supposed to be answering questions on here, so the information is on there. But the one thing I will clarify is it is a one-time investment. That's not something that's monthly. So the amount that you choose, and you can choose every tier. So it's a maximum. You got to read to see what the maximum is that you can buy of each tier. And you can max out on each tier if you want to, and that's a one-time investment. It's not monthly. So I'll clarify that, and hopefully the SEC ain't mad about that. But get on over there, the link in the description, and then come on back. All right, welcome back. Thank you. Glad to have you. Eat with me. So now that you invest in the channel, make sure that you watching the whole video, because now this your channel too. So if you're not watching the whole video and you hit and skip ad, you hurting yourself because you an investor in the channel. So now you need to let the videos play, let the ads play, because guess what? This ain't my channel no more. Now it's our channel. Thank you. To see how easy that worked. Just like that right up. Just like that right up. And so now listen, now you got investments going on out here. You ain't got to keep choosing no man based on his money, because you got you. Now you take care of you. You doing what you got to do. You trying to get ahead. You doing your little stock market. You doing your little, you starting your company. You starting your nonprofit. And so now, and listen, what I seen on the thing is this how people be, it's like, this how people be doing. This how people be doing. Somebody had added me. Now what the Cleveland Cavaliers done did? Trade Lonzo Ball and 2 second-round picks to the Utah Jazz. Okay. Wow. So let me see. Oh wow, this sister say white men need to grow a pair and marry white women again. Woo! And then look at this sister as a Latina who has only dated white men. The reason why they prefer, in my experience, a Latina, what I've gotten from them, in all caps, is that most white women are liars, cheaters, and don't make good housewives and are very selfish and only think about themselves. No, don't come for me. I'm just saying this is what I've heard from the white men that I've dated. That's painful. White women, hey, white women, God bless you, keep your head up. God bless you, keep your head up now. And then here go this sister talking about commenting just in case my future white husband in here. Woo! I was trying to come find a little post y'all tagged me in. And then this white man responded to the Latina. He put about right. Woo! Man, that sister came out and say white men need to grow a pair. Wow. So let me see. What's going on? I'm guessing they talking about Donald Trump. Trying to find what y'all tagged me in. Oh, okay. Here it go. I did my daughter and I get the out. Come on, don't hurt her. Don't hurt the baby. Watch out. Chill. No, chill. No, stop. No, stop. Chill when I call my mom. Call your mom. Call me. Stop. I want to divorce all my mom. Just do it. I'll leave. Send me you, bro. Because you don't like it. No. You don't tell me now. No, you go. You get on now. You go. Stop now. So, and then it say, I done been there. I know that feeling. It's like, as from the male perspective, it's like you having mental health issues and you trying to control the situation. Like you trying to be controlling, and you hate yourself, you mad with yourself, you upset with yourself, and it make you mad and upset with other people. And your life ain't going the way you want it to go. Your money declining or your career is declining and you unhappy. And it make you despise and resent the people around you. And see, this the thing what I'm trying to tell y'all. So now when you look at him, what do you see? You see a normal black guy, right? He not ugly, look, normal nose, normal lips, full hairline, full hairline, you know. He dark skinned, but we dark skinned. So he's not an ugly guy. But now when you look at her, so he has the average black guy's look. When you look at her, this isn't an average woman's look. Like the average woman, eyebrows is not like that. Skin is not that clear. Lips and nose is not that proportionate. Jawline, even hair texture, which could be weave. If weave don't be that good. Or this could be her own hair. I'm looking at the edges. Look like it could be her hair. But it could be weave. That weave getting good out there now. And now, look. So they had that picture of him. And then I look at this picture of him. Now here, he looked like he just escaped the plantation. So this is also him. Hair is nappy. He did something with that mustache. And so it's like, and then he's a shorter guy, but look how wide his neck is. Strong necked. And then when you look at her, now, according to y'all, she's ugly. So we all know that she's ugly and Lunel is gorgeous. So yes, this young lady here is disgustingly ugly, according to a lot of y'all, because she's not at the level of Lunel in looks. And so be that as it may, as ugly as she is, as ugly as this woman is, according to a lot of y'all, who was just so up in arms about me not seeing the level of beauty on the comedian Lunel, and me not tripping and falling and busting my lip over her beauty. So I'm just wondering what this sister is. I'm just wondering what is this look? Is this what is this? Is this beautifuler? Is this beautiful less? Is this like what? I'm just wondering, what is this sister? And so now when you see them together right here, he got his hair combed. So having his hair combed, got a little necklaces or whatever. So remember the color contrast that we talk about. Darker skinned brother, he want him a lighter skinned woman. He want to see his opposite. He want to see the contrast. Lighter skinned woman, she want her a darker skinned man. She want to see her contrast. A lot of times opposites attract. People want contrast because they so used to looking at themselves, and they may not like themselves, may not like their look. So they could looks compatible in certain pictures. Some certain pictures they not looks compatible. But the thing about it is, women like her off of looks alone, don't choose men like him in high school and in middle school, nor in college, unless the man is from a rich family, or he's a star athlete, or he's the star dope boy. It's always money attached to a woman who looked like her being with a everyday looking man. And so that's where these men are not dumb. He knows what type of woman he could get in the 8th grade or in the 10th, 11th grade before his star began to rise as a star football player. He know what type of woman he could get. And this is not her. And so that off rip gonna make him side eye her, question her, and wonder why is she with him. It's gonna make him wanna skeet off in her raw, impregnate her, take her off the market, taint her for life. So now the next man don't really want her because he's a public figure, unless the next man is bi, and then he's okay with it because he want to dive off in there after the man that he crushing on. And so he got a little crush for Tyreek, so now he comfortable getting in there. For those of us who are 100% heterosexual, we don't follow after a man that we publicly know or we publicly can see. We not finna dive off in a woman if we could see the man and we know he just dove off in her. She's off limits. We going to find a woman that's untouched by a public figure. Point blank period. And so it says a lot about the men who love to be second after another known and popular man. And so, and it's really, he's sleeping. While he's sleeping with that woman, he really sleeping with that man. He really sleeping with that woman. And he's saying to himself, yes, he with Tyreek. He with Tyreek. He with Tyreek. Yes, I'm in Tyreek. I'm in Tyreek woman. Yeah. So I'm man as Tyreek. I'm man as Tyreek. But just naturally as a man, heterosexual, confident man, we don't want to go second if we know the man or know of the man. It's different if we don't know her exes. We never seen her exes. We don't live around her exes. Her exes is not in our face every day on the news, on ESPN. That's different. She could have 50 exes if we don't know them. But when we know them, we steering clear when you are all the way 100% man. And so that's what you got to realize and understand. So Judge scolds Tyreek Hill's estranged wife, Keita, for buying $196,000 Bentley. $196,000 Bentley. I said Bentayga, but it's just a Bentley, so it could be the car. With the money she claimed to need for child support. The use of funds is indicative of her financial priorities. So that proves she's a gold digger. Right there, that proved it to the judge. Keita Vaccaro reportedly awarded a one-time payment of $500K plus an additional $20 to $50K for spending money in ongoing divorce from Tyreek Hill after 17 months of marriage. Tyreek Hill's estranged wife, Keita Vaccaro, claims he physically abused her at least 8 times throughout their 17-month marriage, alleges he shoved the marijuana cigarette in her face, spat on her, and got physical while she was pregnant with their daughter. Why would a man do that? He hate his life. He hate himself. And he hate her. Point blank period. You not finna do that if you don't despise that woman. And you not angry at life and angry at the world. You not gonna do that. You not finna put her in harm's way. Especially while she pregnant. That's a lot of hate inside there, brother. It's a lot of hate. And I don't know if it's just for himself or if it's for himself, his life, and her. But that's real sad and disgusting. And the thing about it, we done been now. But hey, got to go, got to coach. Didn't have a whole hour. Don't forget, go click the link in the description. Read all about it. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. God bless you. No love, law. I ain't trying to twist your arm now. And you'll see how many days left and all of that. But God bless you. The only and the most important link in the description. We'll talk soon.